Today we are going to discuss about animal tissue in 9th class biology. In the previous lesson we discussed about plant tissue. How plant body contain different varieties of tissues and what are the functions of those tissues. By using those tissues, how the plant able to perform different functions we discussed. In this class, we are going to discuss about animal tissue. As like plants, does animals contain different varieties of tissue or not? About that, we are going to discuss. And previously, we discussed that to perform different functions, organism body may contain different varieties of tissue. Yes, it is right. Animal also contain, in order to perform different functions, animal body also contain different varieties of tissue. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about those different tissues present in animal body in order to perform different activities, different life processes. Okay, then today we are going to discuss about epithelial tissue. What is meant by epithelial tissue? Here the word epithelium, epi means top. What is meant by epi? Top or above. Thelial or thelium means tissue. The top tissue or the above tissue is called as epithelial tissue. The name itself indicating as epithelium gives protection. It just present in our skin, and this epithelial tissue contain different varieties of cells. Depending on the shape and function done by the different cells of epithelial tissue, it is divided into three types. The epithelial tissue, based on the structure and function, we divided it into three categories. What are that? Squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, and columnar epithelial tissue. Squamous, cuboidal, columnar. Now it is time to discuss about squamous epithelial tissue. What is meant by squamous? The word squama is derived from the Latin word. It is a Latin word. Squama means Latin word, which means scale. And you should not think about the scale what we are using for drawing margins and to measure some distances. Not such kind of scale. Here, scale means the scales which are present on the skin of a snake or a fish. Such kind of scales. Here, squamous or squama means scales. Now, it is time to discuss about the shape of the cells of squamous epithelial tissue. Squamous epithelium tissue contain thin, flat, delicate. Those are thin and flat, delicate like this, and compactly packed. They should not allow any gap between one cell to another cell, and at the same time irregularly shaped cells. The squamous epithelium contain irregularly shaped cells. Such kind of cells are present in the squamous epithelial tissue. Okay, we talk about squamous epithelial tissue is also of two types. Simple squamous epithelial tissue and stratified squamous epithelial tissue. What is meant by simple squamous epithelial tissue? Here, the word simple indicates that if the squamous epithelial tissue is present in a single layer, if it is present in single layer, then it is called as simple squamous epithelial tissue. And it helps in diffusion of certain substances in our body and different animals' body, and also give protection to the organism. It is allowing diffusion and giving protection to the animal. And where it is present, the simple squamous epithelial tissue is present in the lungs. Lungs alveoli. Inside the lungs we have very tiny micro units. Those are called as structural and functional units of the lungs called alveoli. Alveoli is lined with the simple squamous epithelial tissue as it is participating in the process of diffusion. And blood capillaries. Blood capillaries also involves in the function of diffusion. That's why they are made up of simple squamous epithelial tissue. Means those are very thin. And next one, stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Here squamous epithelial tissue, depending on the function and structure, it is divided into two types. Simple squamous epithelial tissue, stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Simple means a single layer of squamous epithelial tissue. Here stratified means multiple layers of squamous epithelial tissue, means many layers of squamous epithelial tissue. This one is simple. If we draw many more lines, it is called as stratified squamous epithelial tissue. And this tissue is present in our skin. It present in many layers in our skin, and it also present in the inner lining of our mouth. Our mouth cavity is also lined with stratified squamous epithelial tissue. Stratified squamous epithelial tissue. And esophagus. Our esophagus is also made up of stratified squamous epithelial tissue. And at the same time, our anus. Anus is also made up of stratified epithelial tissue, squamous epithelial tissue. Here simple, it is simply present in the lungs alveoli. At the same time, it is present in the blood capillaries, as the two are involving in the diffusion. Next, stratified epithelial tissue is present in esophagus, our mouth lining, and at the same time anus, also made up of stratified squamous epithelial tissue. This is about the squamous epithelial tissue. Then move to the next one, cuboidal epithelial tissue. As the name suggests, the cells of cuboidal epithelial tissue are in the shape of cubes. Cuboidal shaped cells are present in this epithelial tissue. This tissue is mainly meant for protection. And diffusion as well as secretion. Those are the main functions of the cuboidal epithelial tissue. If we talk about simple, here also cuboidal epithelial tissue is of two types depending on the function and structure. One is simple and the one is stratified, as like squamous. Simple cuboidal epithelial tissue, stratified cuboidal epithelial tissue. Simple cuboidal epithelial tissue is present in the kidney tubules. And bronchioles of our lungs. Our lungs bronchioles are also made up of simple cuboidal epithelial tissue. Then stratified cuboidal epithelial tissue is present in the ducts of glands like pancreas, salivary glands, different glands. They just covered with stratified cuboidal epithelial tissue. It just looks like this. The cells appears like a cuboidal shape. Here the cells appear in the shape of flat. Now it is time to discuss about columnar epithelial tissue. What is meant by columnar epithelial tissue? As the cells are in the shape of columns or pillars. They just look like a column or a pillar. That's why we call this tissue as columnar epithelial tissue. It mainly helps in absorption and secretion. This one is helpful for protection and diffusion secretion. This one is absorption and secretion. Present in lining of our stomach. The columnar epithelial tissue is present in the lining of our stomach. Our stomach is just lined with columnar epithelial tissue. And intestine, our intestine along with the stomach, the intestine is also made up of columnar epithelial tissue. Again, the columnar epithelial tissue is of two types depending on the function and structure. It is not like simple and stratified. It just if the columnar epithelial tissue contains cilia on its surface. If it contains cilia on its surface. Cilia is nothing but a small thin hair-like structure on the cell. Such kind of tissue is called as ciliated columnar epithelial tissue. Cilial columnar epithelial tissue. And the next one, glandular epithelial tissue. These two are the specialized epithelial tissues or the most advanced epithelial tissue. Okay. Ciliated and glandular epithelial tissues are a type of columnar epithelial tissue. Now it is time to know about cilial columnar epithelial tissue. As they contain cilia on their surface, it is very helpful for movement. As it is containing cilia on its surface, it is very helpful for the movement. Means here the tissue is not going to move, it is not going to run. What it is doing, it just allowing certain substances to move forward in an easy manner by the help of the cilia. Our stomach, we know, it is involves in the digestion of food, and different substances has to move throughout our stomach. That's why it may contain some cilia, and intestine is also contain some cilial-like structures. They just allow the substances to move very fast or in an easy manner. Okay, then columnar epithelial cells with cilia on their surface, it is very helpful for the movement. As they contain cilia, it is very helpful for the movement of different substances. And glandular epithelial tissue forms the surface of all glands. Different glands, the surface of those glands, they just made up of a glandular epithelial tissue. They just contain either columnar epithelial tissue or cuboidal epithelial cells. Cuboidal epithelial cells are present and columnar epithelial cells are present in the glandular tissue. And what is the function of this glandular tissue? It just secretes either hormones or enzymes. That is the function of glandular epithelial tissue. If you imagine, it just look like this. A slight twist we may find, and it just lined like this and just form the inner lining of the different glands. This kind of tissue is called as granular epithelial tissue. And it is time to recap the epithelial tissue. If you listen carefully, it is very easy to understand. Animal tissue. Animals contain different varieties of tissues in their body. In that, the first variety of tissue is epithelial tissue. Epi means top or above. Thelium means tissue, means it is the topmost tissue of animal body. And here the epithelial tissue, based on the function and structure, it is divided into three types. What are that? Squamous epithelial tissue, cuboidal epithelial tissue, and the next one is columnar epithelial tissue. And again the squamous epithelial tissue is of two types, simple and stratified. And the cuboidal epithelial tissue is also of two types. What are that? Simple cuboidal and stratified cuboidal tissue. Next, columnar epithelial tissue. It is the advanced stage of columnar epithelial tissue. It contains two types of tissues, glandular tissue and cilial columnar epithelial tissue. These two perform different functions inside the animal body. Okay, this is about the epithelial tissue. I hope that you enjoyed an interesting class today, and I'll meet you soon with another interesting class. Stay tuned to our channel Learn Best Things with Ravma. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up. Along with that, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.